So a long time ago, like 2018, in a meeting far away, an extremely talented, smart, sexy, savvy, and really motivated group of people from Leadership DeKalb class of 2019, the most woke class ever, and the last class to even get a tagline because they were so good that no class after even tried. This group of people met with what was then the Decatur Book Festival to talk about expansion ideas. And this beautiful, awesome group of people, now the infamous PageTurners group from DeKalb County, Georgia, came up with a plan to move the festival demographically, programmatically, and geographically into new heights and new areas. And they focus on 4 main efforts for the festival per year. An annual assessment that evaluates the tools and talent that are already in Decatur Book Festival and all of its partnered organizations. And a stretch goal that takes something that Decatur Book Festival is already using or in which they already participate and makes that effort bigger and adds more and does bigger features and scope to that effort. And then a new creation goal that pushed Decatur Book Festival into a new audience or area of action and literacy. And then finally, and most importantly, a celebration component where literacy and the work of Decatur Book Festival is celebrated. Cheers.
That. It was like something that they had never done before. And they really had good participation from the community. You saw all that community work that they had been doing really pay off. They had upped the cool factor. And you remember when we first started with them and they were talking about they needed to become more diverse. They didn't want to just be for the Emory crowd. They really wanted to up that cool factor. They did that. Man, this year I went to the Decatur Book Festival instead of going to House in the Park. A hip-hop summit that year, and they got like all these old school heads from the Source magazine and a lot of people from social media, and they came together and they talked about hip-hop and its relationship to race, to politics, to social justice issues, and they got a really good turnout from the young community. They are really just up in their game. What really blew my mind about that year, about that Young Champions year, was they had an e-gaming contest. And during that e-gaming contest, they had young people write scripts for the e-games. It turned out to be really successful. Man, I am so excited about DBF. These 5 years have been great. They've been great partners, and I can't wait to see what happens next year.
When DBF, well, it was DBF back then, they're Georgia Book Festival now, but DBF decided that they wanted to really expand their reach to the youth demographic. So their advisory board tapped into their partnerships and decided to reach out to organizations such as schools, libraries, organizations like Jack and Jill, Boys and Girls Club, various sororities and fraternities to find out how they can get the young people involved with literacy. Young people these days, they're so technologically advanced, no one wants to sit down and just read a book. So they had to get a little creative and innovative. And what they decided to do was to host a contest. Host a contest for the youth to get them involved in all areas of literacy. So to do podcasts and to do young screenwriting and to do things like short stories, things of that nature. Get the kids involved in the contest where they could do entries for different various topics that interest them and have people from those respective fields judge that contest. And there was a first, second, and third place winner, and the winners from that year, I remember they were hosted at the gala for that year. They put the kids on the website to kind of tout their accomplishment with winning the contest, and they were able to present their particular field of what they had written about and how they won the contest there at the gala. It was a huge event. If I'm not mistaken, that's really one of the turning points that allowed Georgia Book Festival to expand their reach and really get out of the local municipality and get into the wider areas of the state to be the Georgia Book Festival that they're known as today.
You've already heard about a wonderful job the Community Engagement Board by diversifying the Decatur Book Festival, not only in demographics, literacy, etc. It was time to focus on expanding this amazing festival geographically across the great state of Georgia. The board created regional boards of champions in each area of the state: Macon, Athens, Rome, Savannah, Valdosta, Augusta, the coast, to host and be the lead partner on all social events based around the literacy, showing off those fabulous young artists, screenwriters, and graphic artists. These regional boards created subgroups using the pre- and post-marketing materials to expand their digital footprint throughout Georgia. Then our favorite part, the end of the year, each region held an awards gala honoring these amazing artists from that region. Wasn't that an incredible idea? We just love parties.
Hey everybody, I'm here to talk about the Community Engagement Board, the CEB of the Decatur Book Festival. So what is the CEB, you ask? The CEB is a group of influencers, advocates, and artists who support the Decatur Book Festival to expand its mission for diversity and literacy. And y'all, what does the CEB do? The CBD is the go-to for presentations, festivals, panels, artist gatherings, community literacy events, and fundraising events. Yes, y'all, the CEB is going to be powerful. And what kind of members do we need on the Community Engagement Board? We need that billionaire guy, y'all. Oh, yes. That billionaire guy that paid off all them loans at the Morehouse College. Or we need that lady named Michelle, you know, the Obama lady. Or maybe we need Oprah in the book club. But seriously, y'all, we need Miss Teresa. We need Dr. Green and Brandon all in this room to expand the Decatur Book Festival footprint through the Community Engagement Board. We want to go geographically from Decatur, where it's greater, to all of Metro Atlanta, and to the whole entire state, everybody. So the CEB goal is to meet every year, train, and then repeat all of our action plan year after year. You know, the good Tim talked to y'all about earlier. We're going to continue to build this CEB, bring in new board members every year so that we can keep literacy going. This CEB is going to brainstorm, be proactive, and do everything they can to get literacy lit, everybody. Bye, y'all.
It's time for a celebration. It's time for a celebration. It's time to party for a cause. The Decatur Book Festival 20th Anniversary Gala was a fabulous affair hosted at the Governor's Mansion off West Paces Ferry Road. And yes, this party was lit and in full swing. From the beautiful ball gowns to the swanky music, the tasty hors d'oeuvres, and yes, the fabulous champagne. The decor was to die for. And Over and Beyond Events did a fabulous job. Let's not forget those big checks. Woo! We raised over $1 million in fundraising efforts to support the book festival in every capacity. This was a black tie event of all black tie events. I mean, the governor of Georgia came down for a grand appearance. Ron Clark from the Ron Clark Academy, the CEO of the Coca-Cola Company, Home Depot, and Delta Airlines, and the list goes on. Players from the Atlanta Falcons, Hawks, and Braves came out for this fabulous event, and I even took a picture with Michelle Obama. This was a highlight in itself. The gala was a culminating event for all of the extremely hard work DBF did over the past 5 years, and we finally saw our dream become a reality. The DBF staff and committee did a great job of engaging the community, finding more talent, and lastly, expanding the book festival geographically from Decatur to beyond, which is now called the Georgia Book Festival, one of the largest festivals in the world. The gala was a time to highlight all of our accomplishments and to acknowledge everyone that made that night a true success. Cheers to a job well done.